Alrighty, everyone. Thanks for joining me. This is going to be your host, IND Jester. We are going to be playing Shadowrift, the deck building fantasy adventure card game. Yeah. So, looking forward to showing you guys this. Here we go. I'm going to actually hold the camera for a little bit to kind of go over. So, here is your board. So we'll talk about just for a few minutes, just the basics for those of you who've never seen Shadowrift before. So this is our town, and we're gonna have people in the town, and they're gonna come out here, and they're gonna give us like bonuses and things that like will help us, and then we will discard them and we'll draw some more. And so we always have a couple people out here helping us out. Well, that's the way it is in the beginning of the game. Then what we have to do is we have cards here that we can purchase. This is our market here. So these are all different things. So you have the Shining Blade up here. You have the Armor Mist, the Wild Charge, Thieving Strike, Frenzy, Holy Aura, Heal, and Spear Volley. So these are things we can add to our deck. This is a deck building game. We're going to start with 10 cards. And of course, they're just going to be basic generic cards. And the premise behind the game is our enemy faction here. So the game comes with 6 different enemy factions. We're actually going to be playing against the Iron Lords. What are they called? They're called the Storm Lords. That's what they're called. The Storm Lords. That's who we're going to be playing against. And what will happen is each turn we have a certain amount of power that'll raise up on the track here. And you can see right now, I just put a couple tokens in there to remind us 2 power because we're playing with 2 characters. So we have 2 powers right now. And so it'll also move up to 2 and then another 2 and then another 2 and then another 2. And as this track goes up, monsters will appear. And when our power level is equal to our track, if this monster says needs 6 to come out, and once our track hits 6, then this monster will come out. And once he comes out, then he'll start moving every turn to try and move. And when he comes to first spot, he'll activate his first power. Second spot, he'll activate his second power. Third spot, he'll activate his third power. Fourth time, he'll actually show up over here in the power area and increase how much our track goes up every turn. And you'll see how that plays out. Each of the different monsters has their own, the faction has their own deck of cards. And in this case, they have this deck of card over here. So anytime these monsters are going to Tempest, we're going to draw one of these cards. It's going to have all kinds of bad things happen to us. That's over here. We're going to have visitors that show up. And if we can recruit those, then they will come into our village, and then they'll give us other bonuses as well. There's bad people in here as well. We don't want to invite them to town. They'll steal our money. They'll cause problems in our town. So we want to only recruit the good ones. Sometimes the bad ones will show up. We don't have any, we can't stop that unless we can explore ahead of time and find out who's coming into town. But you'll see that when we do our playthrough. There is resources we use, which is your prowess, which is basically money. This is a special card, but it basically has this symbol. We also have gold coins. Sometimes it'll cost gold coins to do things. Of course, there'll be wounds. So when we melee enemies, they'll take wounds. So let's look at what cards we have. I'm actually going to set this down for a second here as we look at our cards in our deck to see what we have. So we have Frenzy. So Frenzy here. Here we go. Alright, once per round you may discard a wound when attacking in melee. If you do, you gain no wound for that battle and you do +1 damage. So if you start getting wounds in your hands, You can get this, buy this Frenzy card, and then it's going to make you obviously do more damage in battle, and you won't gain a wound for that battle. It'll cost 3 prowess, so that's the Frenzy ability. We have the Holy Aura. So the Holy Aura is got magic up here in the corner. So if another card needs magic, we could activate that power with this card for just the ability, or just the magic icon. If we play this card, once per round you may prevent a hero from gaining a wound. If you do, draw a card. And then you notice this card here. You may pay 1 might. That's what this card is over here that we looked at a little bit ago. You see the symbols match there. You can pay a might to actually keep this card in play from turn to turn instead of discarding it. So if we can get this card and a couple might cards, we can keep this out for a little while, and it would prevent our heroes from gaining wounds every time they attacked. So that would be cool. We have also our heal spell. So heal and affliction from a discard pile. And then if you have a magic, that's what this, again, if you have the magic, 1 hero of your choice draws 2 cards, and they may play an extra heroic action each turn, or play an extra heroic action card. So normally you can only play 1 heroic action. This is what this symbol is. So if you played 1 heroic action, you can't play more than 1 in a turn. If you energize this card with another magic card, so if you had this Holy Aura, and you discard the Holy Aura to use the magic part of it, then you would get this bonus down here, which will allow your other player to get an extra heroic action, so they can play more than 1 heroic action. That sounds pretty good. Spear Volley. Let's see what Spear Volley. So this is let's see if we can zoom in here. Hello. Today. So it's 1 range damage. When you attack with range damage, normally you don't take a wound. +1 damage if another hero is dealt range damage this round. It is a heroic action. So if both of our different players get this, 1 player can activate this, and then the next player, when they activate this, would actually get extra damage. And of course, it can be charged up with the might card again to draw a card. Costs 4 prowess to play that one. Alright, Thieving Strike. It is a heroic action. 1 melee damage. If you are not the first hero to attack this monster this round, gain a coin instead of wounds. So this is really cool. If you have the other player attack the monster and then you attack it with this card, instead of taking a wound, you actually get a coin. So cool there. We have the Wild Charge power. Does 2 melee damage. You gain an extra wound, and then you can spend 2 of your prowess to get +1 damage, and spend 1 if this attack kills the monster to not gain an extra wound. So, yeah, so it does 2 melee damage, but you get an extra wound. Alright, so that's cool. And of course, this one might look really interesting with this one, because the Frenzy card, you may discard a wound, so you'd Wild Charge, and if you have wounds from your Wild Charges, and then you played your Frenzy, it would energize your Wild Charge card, so that's kind of cool. Armor of Mist. Whenever you would gain a wound, draw a card. Costs 3 to buy this one. And this is 3, notice this is 3 gold, not 3 prowess or money. I'm just going to call it money. What's going on there, Tony? How you doing? So that is that card. And of course, last but not least, we have the Shining Blade. You may play an extra heroic action or attack this round. You may discard this loot from play when attacking to deal an extra 2 points of damage. Loot remains in play during cleanup. This is a loot item. And this is also a loot item. Whenever you gain a wound, notice it says loot. Loot remains in play during cleanup. Alright. So that's that. I think we will start her up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to shuffle our town deck and see who we have joining us. Hey Tony, how you doing? Good to see you. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I didn't do a very good job of putting these guys out. Alright, so we can use these guys anytime we want. This is the child. The child, when a monster will annihilate us, there's a special annihilation power. This child will prevent that from happening. It's the only thing he does, which is so good. The stonemason. We can use when buying a wall to reduce its cost by 2. So there are a bunch of walls. There's 8 walls that you can actually build in this game. If you build all 8 walls, then that's one way to win, is build all 8 walls. There are 2 moats, 2 shrines, 2 stone walls, and 2 magic barriers. You need to build them all, but they are pretty expensive. The other way to win is to close rifts, which we'll show you when we get it. So the stonemason will actually let us build walls a little bit easier. The farmer here will give us 1 coin or 1 prowess. A guard will step in when somebody else is going to die, and they'll die instead. And the merchants, we get a coin from a merchant. So super cool there. Now some of these costs down here in the bottom, you will see if these guys die, they're going to come over to the visitor deck, and we have to wait for them to come visit again before we can recruit them again. All right. I think that's a brief overview. We'll show you the rest of it as we go. One of the cool things about this game is you play with 2 players, 1 player, 3 players, 4 players, 5 players, 6 players, whatever, because it scales really well. The other thing is all players play at the same time. So player 1 can attack with one of his guys, and player 2 can buy something that can help player 1 attack with another one of his guys. Then player 1 can buy something, and then player 2 can then do stuff. So you do things all at the same time however you want. There's no restrictions on that at all. So that's super cool. So it keeps everyone playing, and it kind of help figure things out a little bit. All right, so we're going to shuffle these up. So here are the phases of the game. So first things that happen, we're going to draw cards. So let's do that. So we get 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to flip these over so we can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to flip these over. Wow, we got a lot of purchasing power. That's going to be really good. All right. Number 2 is Refresh Town, which I already did. I just refreshed it by pulling new guys in, so I shouldn't have done that until this phase. But then Refresh Travelers. So we got 2 travelers coming in. It's the Baker, and we also have the Sage. So the Baker, each hero heals a wound from his hand, and the Sage, you can gain a spell. So, of course, it costs 4 money and 1 gold coin, 4 money and 2 gold coins. I guess that's why they call this prowess. So, instead of confusing people with how much coins and coins, I guess, money and coins, you can see our coins are here, gold coins. So, these 2 are visiting. If we can get them, great. Otherwise, they'll go at the bottom of the deck. We might not see them for a while. So, that was Refresh Travelers. Monsters get to act. Well, there's no monsters out, so we don't have to worry about that. Monsters gain power. So this is in this step where we now will increase our monster power level by amount of tokens we have up here, which is 2. So we go from 0 to 2. Oh, we actually do flip up the top card. So we know there is a tornado walker. And you notice in the top left-hand corner, up there in the left-hand corner, the 6, that's how much threat has to happen before he'll come out. And then he's got 8 hit points. And you notice his claim of fame here. If I can get it to freaking zoom in, that'd be great, dude. So the Tornado Walker costs 3 less if Heretic is in play. So if the Heretic is visiting our village, this would only cost 3 for him, 3 power. And you notice when he gets on Area 1, he's going to kill somebody with a crown. If he gets to Area 2, each hero is going to gain a wound. And then if he gets to Area 3, he's going to Tempest. So the first thing is we will put this guy back here. So once this gets up to 6, he will come out. And then every turn from then on, he will slide over 1 box. Boom, 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 boom. And then eventually he'll end up over there. And then he adds how many little tokens he has in the corner there. So he has 2 little tokens. So instead of only going up 2 each turn, we'll go up 4 each turn. So that would be bad. Alright, so that's the monster we have to worry about. Let's see what we want to do with our heroes here. So, hero number 1, he got 4 prowess. Again, that's like money. He also's got an explorer. Look at the top card of the traveler deck. He may put it on the bottom of the deck. And we can also pay a gold coin to put the top card of the monster deck towards the bottom. So, you know, we could cycle through this deck because there's 2 rift cards in there somewhere in that deck. There's 20 cards there. We got 20 monsters, and then there's 2 rifts. So the more we can cycle through the deck, the faster we can find our rifts. But if we're not ready to close a rift and a rift comes out, it'll actually increase the power level for the monsters as long as it stays out there. So we're going to look at the top card of our traveler deck. And we may put it at the bottom. So this is the traveler deck. We want to find out who's headed towards our town. And oh, look it's the Heretic. So we do not want this Heretic showing up in our town. Because if he was in our town, remember, this guy here, it would only cost him 3 power to come out if the Heretic was here. So we're going to take our Heretic and say, no, you can't come visit our town. You go somewhere else, and we're going to put him at the bottom of the deck. So that was a great explorer. We found somebody coming into our town. We don't want him in our town. We only want good people in our town. And we don't have any gold coins, so we can't actually do this yet. But we could, again, put the top card of the monster deck. Oh, I guess I should tip this up so you guys can see. We can spend a gold coin to put the top card of the monster deck on the bottom. We can buy gold coins. They cost 2 prowess each. So, you know, player 1 can buy 2 of them if he wanted to. And gold coins are groups, so anybody can spend them, any player. So you're not buying them for yourself, you're buying them for the group. This is very cooperative, interactive game between players, which is super good. So, do we want to cycle that guy out of there? He's got 8 life. He's going to be kind of hard to kill when he does come. But we could get somebody worse on the top if we cycle him. I don't think it's worth spending the gold coin on that. So we're just gonna put his discard up there for now. We have 4 money there. For player 2, he's got 5 money. So let's see who's in the village that's going to help us. Oh, right. We have the merchant. The merchant's going to give us a coin. So we're just going to gain a coin. Just boom, just like that. So we could actually spend that coin to cycle through the monster deck. But there's a lot of other things that need coins to purchase. Like if we wanted to get this Armor of Mist, right? Costs 3 gold coins. Whenever you gain a wound, you're going to draw a card. So what this is so the SHADOWRIFT, right? SHADOWRIFT. What's cool about this game is both players, like I said, it's not one player taking all his turns and doing all his stuff, and then the next player, there's no downtime. Your players are doing everything together. Player 1 is going to try to help player 2. Player 2 is going to try and help player 1. They're going to try and, okay, we have this farmer here, which is going to give somebody, one of us, +1 to money, or +1 prowess. So who's it going to be better to give that +1 to? Is it worth giving it to player 1, who's got 4 to spend, or is it better to give it to player number 2, who's got 5? We can get him up to 6. Player 1 can say, you know what, I'm going to spend my stuff and get 2 more coins. And then player 2 can say, okay, I'm going to spend all this money to buy an Armor of Mist with the 3 gold coins. You know, so it's very interactive in how you do things. There's so many choices, so many decisions you have to make, you know, about what you want to do. Do we want to try and get the baker in town, right? Which is going to cost us a gold coin and 4 prowess. So player 1 could spend, we actually only have 1 gold coin, could spend all 4 of his and the gold coin to get the baker to come to town, right? And that would be good. So let's talk about why that would be good. So 2 ways we lose in this game, right, is if on our village we have all red cards, which are corpses or some of the bad guys that are in this deck. When they start showing up, if all these areas have corpses because all of our villagers got killed, or if we have the bad guys from this area too, like that heretic we saw, if all this area is filled up with bad guys, right, we can lose. So getting more villagers in town will prevent that from happening, hopefully. And the other way we lose is if... good question. What was the other way? I got to remember. It's kind of important, I guess. Right. All right, so there's 2 ways the heroes can win. We got to find the 2 seals, and we got to seal them. We got to shut them down. Because these monsters are basically coming in through a rift. That's why it's called SHADOWRIFT, obviously. Or we can construct all 8 walls, and then we win that way. So those are the ways we win. And the heroes lose if the town square contains no villagers or walls at the start of any hero's step. So again, if all of these areas and we don't have any walls built, we're automatically dead. We also lose if all the corpses. So there's only 16 corpses. So once the monsters kill 16 of our guys, our villagers, we lose. Because there's no one left in the village to save because they're all dead. And then the last way to lose is if a monster takes that annihilation action and they basically destroy the world. Some of them can do that. Yes, they can. It says, don't let them do this. That would be bad. And the only way to prevent that from happening is not let the monster get to the spot where it activates that power. Or, if you have the child will ignore any annihilation action. So, the thing is, all these cards cycle every turn. So you might have the child out, and it might go away, and then the monster is going to annihilate the next time, and then you're gone. So those are the ways you win and lose. And we are at the hero act points. Right. I guess I should keep track. So, what are we going to buy? That would be so good. What does this Shining Blade do again? You may pay an extra heroic attack each round. And then this is loot, so it remains in play during cleanup. So whichever player gets this can play as many heroic actions or 2 heroic actions every turn. So if they did the Thieving Strike or the Wild Charge or the Heal or the Spear Volley, those are all heroic actions. So if I had 2 of these in my hand and I had that loot out, I could do that. Now I'm going to put these back in the right order. Alright, you know what I do need to check is if I have loot out, when does that go? Does it says it remains there. I'm not sure if there's something that can cause that to leave or if it just automatically stays there for the rest of the game. That's a good question. Loot cards or skill cards tend to have ongoing or once per round effects, but enter play the same way as actions. You put them on the table. Unlike actions, you play them earlier on, but do not use the effect until later on. Skill cards have the option to pay 1 prowess to keep them on the table. You may pay this upkeep every round to keep a skill in play for more than 1 round. Doesn't specifically say loot remains in play during cleanup. That's all it says on the card. Though I'm just wondering if that means it just stays there forever. That seems really, really good, I guess, is what I'm saying. It says loot cards or skill cards tend to have ongoing or once per round effects, but enter play the same way. You put it on the table from your hand. Unlike actions, you might play them earlier, but do not use the effect until later in the round. Skill cards have the option to keep them. I'm wondering if maybe once you activate it, right, if it's out there, loot remains in play during cleanup. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Let's see if there's anything else about heroisms, right? Attack, seal, spells, gaining new hero. Yeah, that's all it says. I guess because they're expensive. I mean, they certainly are expensive. 3 gold is nothing to sneeze at, right? 3 gold is nothing to sneeze at because we can build a wall, right, for 2 gold and 2 magic and 2 prowess. We can build a stone wall for 5 gold. So they are expensive. I mean, gold is... Alright, you know what I'm going to do? Alright, 2, 4, 5. Alright, so player 1 is going to spend his 2 prowess to get a gold coin. Alright? So he's got 2 prowess left to play. And player number 2 is then going to spend his 5 prowess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 gold coins to get this sage. So every time the sage comes up in our village, somebody's going to be able to gain a spell, which is pretty awesome because the spells cost 3, 4. I think we only have these. So with 3 or 4 resources, Yeah, so every turn, we can keep this guy alive and keep him in our village. So that seems pretty good. So he goes into our discard pile. So we won't see him probably for a little bit, but that's my 5 there. And so player 1 is going to use the farmer to get +1 prowess. So he's got 3 prowess. And what he's going to do with his 3 prowess... Well, he can either get Frenzy or Holy Aura. That's the only thing he can afford. Now, he can afford a Might, actually. But I think he's going to get a Holy Aura. So player number 1 is going to get the Holy Aura. So once per round, you prevent a hero from gaining a wound. If you do, draw a card. So that will go in his discard pile. This will go in his discard pile. And that will be it for the player turns. Cleanup. All right, so we just did cleanup. Then we go back, draw cards. So player 1 will draw those cards. Player 2 will draw those cards. Put those over there. Get these out of the way. All right. Refresh the town. So all these guys that are left go away. And then we put out the villagers. So we got 2 guards, 3 guards, a smith, and a mayor. All right, and so we did that. Now we refresh the travelers. So the baker, he says, oh, you don't want me? Fine, I'll just head out to the next town. So we might not see him for a little while. Then we refresh, and we're going to get the Innkeeper. Each hero heals an affliction from their discard pile or draws a card, if we want the Innkeeper. And we also have the Witch. So, we can use her to use a magic. So that would be good. She only costs 4 prowess, not too hard to get. All right. Monsters Act. Does a monster come out? No, the monster does not come out. Monsters gain power. So we are now up to 4. Is this monster going to come out? No, because he's a 6. Add monsters. No monsters to add to our turn. So next turn is when it's going to start getting a little more dangerous. All right, so we didn't talk about these yet, but in your deck you start with 2 strike cards. They just do 1 melee damage. There are melee damage, so if you use them, you're going to take a wound, and then you can spend a 2 prowess. Let's see if I can, and then make this a ranged attack, so you wouldn't take a wound. So right now there is nobody to fight, so these are basically worthless. We have same thing in player 1's hand, so we're just going to discard those, discard those. So we don't have... So the mayor, we didn't look at the mayor, but the mayor lets us do an extra heroic action. We can't even fight anybody, so that's not going to be a good idea. We have 3 guards. They all do the same thing. They basically prevent someone else from dying. And then the smith, we're going to pay 1 gold coin when attacking to deal an extra damage. He makes our weapons a little bit better. So, again, all these guys aren't going to do anything because we're not fighting anybody right yet. Soon, but not yet. All right, so we have an explorer, right? So player 2 will explore. Let's see if we can get... Oh, we got the Gravedigger. So the Gravedigger is super good, right? Because he's one of the ways that if you get a lot of corpses out here, when these monsters start killing them, he will get rid of those corpses. So we're going to need 3 gold coins and 3 prowess to get him next turn. So this turn we should probably focus in on getting a couple gold coins. In fact, player 1 is going to spend his 2 prowess to get a coin. Player 2 has $3. He got a Holy Aura, $3 is only going to let him buy these 2. And then this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, and this is 4. So we got 4 items that all cost 4. So 3 is not a great number, actually. Oh, we could get the witch. She costs 4, though. Damn. Hang on a second. Let me take that back. So player 1 will take his 2 back. No, it's not going to work because you can't trade. You can't. I can't say, oh, here's a prowess for you. So yeah, it's not going to work. So it doesn't matter. So 3. So the witch is going to go buy 2. Well, he's already got a holy aura in there. Let's give him a frenzy, and so we can start getting maybe something. And that extra prowess is just going to go away. All right, clean up. We just did draw cards. All right, so we're now in the phase of drawing and shuffling our decks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for player 2. It's got 2 strikes and 3 prowess. There is a lot of shuffling in this game, I will say, because there's a lot of decks you got to manage. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got his frenzy, he got his holy strike, and he got, oh yeah, so he's, yeah, we're going to show you some combos here, how things work. Okay, so that was, now we got to refresh our town. So all these guys go away. We don't have anybody to draw from, so we're going to shuffle all of our guys back together now. Plus the guy that we bought. All right, and we have the guard, the merchant, the farmer, the guard, and the sage to gain a spell. Nice. All right, refresh travelers. So the witch and the innkeeper decide to head out of town. They leave. And we get the gravedigger. We knew that was coming. And, ooh, the prince, who lets you draw 3 cards, but he's expensive. 5 gold and 2. Wow. Wow, that's expensive, especially this early in the game. So we got the prince and the gravedigger. Monsters act. No monsters on the board to act. Monsters gain power, so we are at 6 now. Add monsters. Oh no! Our reign of terror is over as the tornado walker says, okay, you guys, I'm coming to town. Because we have 6 power. And again, if the heretic was in, he would have come in, only cost 3 to come in. So if he gets to the next spot, he's going to kill someone with a crown. Come on. Zoom in, dude. Come on. Come on, you can do it. It's about time to get a new camera, I think, because I'm getting sick of this one. All right. So he's going to kill someone with the crown, and then on the first step. Second step, each hero gains a wound. Third step, he's going to Tempest, and we're going to draw from that deck. So he's going to come to the monster start area. So he's got 8. There's no way we're going to kill him before he gets to at least 1, and that's bad because he's going to kill somebody, like, say, the merchant. See, the merchant's got the crown in the corner. So we are on Hero's Act, but he won't do anything yet because he just comes in like this, and then we flip up the next card. And this is a Windstorm Power. Whenever a monster takes a Tempest action, draw and resolve 2 cards instead of 1. A hero who seals this gains a wound. That must be something we need to seal. So this is going to go over here into their Whenever a monster takes a Tempest action, draw and resolve 2 cards instead of 1, and the hero who seals this. The only way to seal, let's see what the seal says. Seal. You may put a card from the monster power area to the bottom of the monster deck. So we got to buy we got to buy this seal. And these also will help seal the rifts. We'll show you that. So this goes in the power area. And then so this goes down to 0 because this guy costs 6. So we lose 6 power. We had 6 power, so it goes back to 0. So this is going to stay there. This windstorm actually costs 1 to come out. We don't have 1 yet, thank God. So we don't have to worry about that just yet. All right, but now we got someone to fight. Roar. Alrighty. I want to read that one section one more time because I want to find out about these. Yeah, 1 prowess to keep them in play. Okay, so that is 1 prowess. You don't have to use a might for that. When you spend this card, return it to the might stack unless you use... Oh, right. So this one here is good for keeping those spells going because when you use this card, it goes back to the stack unless you use it to charge this power. And then in that case, you keep it again. So that's, yeah, right. So that's how that works. Right. I remember that. Okay. So we got some things. We got some striking. We got some frenzy. We got some holy aura, right? All right. So he's going to play this spell, the holy aura. So who does he want to prevent getting damage? That's a good question. Again, he can put this out, and it just says once per round, you may prevent a hero. You may prevent a hero from gaining a wound. If you do, draw a card. So what he's going to do is he's going to put so player 1 is going to play this card. Player 2 is then going to use 2 strikes. 2 strikes against the same enemy is 1 attack. So you can play 5 strikes if you had them, and they all count as 1 battle. So you only take 1 wound per battle. So he could make ranged, but no, because we got the holy aura, he's just going to do that. So that's cool. So it's going to do 1 melee damage, 2 melee damage. And so he does 2 damage to this guy here. Boom, 2 damage. He has 8 health, unfortunately. But we would take a wound because it was a melee attack. But because the holy aura, once per round, you may prevent a hero from gaining a wound. If you do, draw a card. So he's going to prevent that wound, and he's going to get to draw a card, which gives him another buck to spend. Nice. So the frenzy isn't going to work yet. Nope, it's not going to work yet because he doesn't have any wounds yet, but he will now. That's why I chose to use his power on this character instead of this character, because of the frenzy. We actually want to get some wounds in our deck so we can charge up our other attacks. So he will strike for 1 damage. And then he will discard that. So another 1 point of damage. I guess I should just move these out here instead of having to reach over here every time. Alright, so he's going to do 1 point of damage. Now he will take a wound. So that one goes in there. Alright, and that's not going to do anything. So now it comes time to buying. And so we got the merchant again. Merchant gives us a gold coin, so good for us. So we're now up to 2 gold coins. We don't have enough to get the prince because that's 5 gold coins, right? But we were working on trying to get 3 so we can get the Gravedigger. Yes. So, we also have the Farmer, who will give us one. And we, oh right, we have the Sage. Right. We have the Sage. So somebody's going to get a free spell here. Aid, gate a spell. So, do we want to heal? Or do we want a Holy Ore? I think right now the Holy Ores are the way to go because it'll prevent, well, it'll prevent wounds from coming. What does the heal do? Heal an affliction from a discard pile. We don't have any afflictions with these guys. But it does give us the magic if we need that. Dang. We want to get the Gravedigger, so somebody's got to buy a coin. It's going to be player 2 will spend 2 prowess to buy a coin. Player 3 will then spend 3 coins and 3 prowess to get the Gravedigger. 3 gold coins and 3 and. So now we just pay a gold coin to return a corpse from play to the corpse stack. We get rid of those damn corpses. So he goes into our thing over there. So that leaves us with 1, but because the Farmer, we're going to get a second one. Oops, come here, you. Drop the card. So that's 2 prowess. Now, what do we want to buy with our 2 prowess? We could buy another coin. We can get a might card. And that's it, because all these things are cost more than that. Yep, so we'll take a gold coin. All right. All right, so that's our turn. Clean up. We already cleaned up. And this will go away because we did not. Oh, that's true. He could. No, he couldn't because it was player number 1. Damn. Right. Okay. So that's it. So now draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, he's got an Explore and some Prowess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got a Explore, a Strike, and some Prowess. It's bad to get your Explorers at the same time. Because obviously if I Explore and I don't put it down, the next guy doesn't do anything. Alright, so these guys go away. And so we're in Refresh Town. We have the Child, the Mayor, the Smith, the Guard, and the Guard. And we have 1 extra. Alright, Refresh Traveler. So the Prince heads back to the kingdom. And we're going to get the Bard. Discard when a monster dies. And the heroes gain +1 heroism. So that's cool. Oh, and the Backstabber. Ugh. Ugh. So he joins, because he's red, he automatically goes into a discard pile. And he can show up at any time. So what he's going to do, let's see what he's going to do. So this is going to be bad. Let's see if we can zoom in on him sometime today. That'd be great there. You stupid camera. When the town is revealed, if there is a shield in play, which are the guards, put Backstabber on the bottom of the Traveler deck. So the guards will prevent him from doing his dirty work. Otherwise, the hero is going to gain a wound, or a corpse is added to the town discards. So he goes right into our discard pile, and he'll show up sooner or later because we couldn't prevent it. Alright, so that was Refresh Town. Refresh Travelers, Monsters Act. So he will act. He will act, and his number 1 power... Ugh. He's just going to kill somebody with a crime. That's his number 1 power. Couldn't kill him in time. He's only got 3 damage. Oh. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Monsters act first. That's why you got to follow this. Because monsters act. He's still in the start phase, so he won't do anything yet. monsters gain power. So 1, 2. Okay. Add monsters. Now we add this monster because it always 1, and so our thing goes down a point. And now whenever a monster takes a Tempest action, we're going to draw and resolve 2 cards instead of 1. Well, we need to get a seal so we can seal this thing and get it out of there. So that goes up over there because it's in their power area. And I believe, I'm not sure if their power goes up or not on that. To be honest, I think it does, but I'm not sure. Can we take a quick look at this? Power area, I'm sure there's got to be something about that in here. Breaking walls. Alright, so put 1 point per power per hero. Count the factor icons on all cards in the monster power area. Okay, so icons, the monster icons. Okay, yeah. So this has got up in the top corner, it's got the little storm cloud for the storm lords. So their power is now actually at 3 points instead of. So when we add monsters, we just added that. So it was after they gained the power, though. So that's good. Now we get to act. So we're still okay. This guy hasn't moved yet. Monsters act. Hang on a second. Do they act? Do they move and then act? Or hang on. Hang on. Let's just make sure. It's not that complicated a game. I'm just trying to make sure. Monsters act. Oh, finally the monsters on the start space will move 1 space and take their step 1 action. So, okay, so... Right, so when they act... Right, so when we go back to the monsters act, so monsters on 3 would go here, monsters on 2 would go to 3, monsters on 1 would go to 2, and monsters on this space go there. Then he would act, then he's going to kill a dude, right? So, he's going to kill the mayor, because he's the only one we have out with the crowd. So the mayor is dead. Dead. Long live the mayor. And he was going to give us an extra heroic action every turn. Come on. But he's dead. So what we do is we put him on the bottom of the Traveler. We're going to wait for him to show back up. And we take a corpse. And we put that right there. So now we got a corpse. It's going to take up space, so we get less good things to happen. We still need to do 5 points of... Oh, and we need to flip up a thing here, which is going to be the Windcaster. Tempest once per round when Windcaster takes damage. Wow. He's only got 6 life, but that's not good. Holy crap. Oh, we got a lot of things going on already, and so it's our turn to act. So player 1 will, or player 2 will explore. Let's see what's here. The Pilgrim. You may put a card from the monster power area on the bottom of the monster deck. If you don't, so if you can take that, move it on the bottom. If you don't do that, monsters lose 1 of their power. That would be kind of cool. Let's see, we got 4 buying power. Player number 1, he can explore. And he can strike. And he's got 3 to buy something. We can pay a gold coin to get an extra damage. The most we can do damage-wise... this is horrible. 1 melee damage. We can pay a gold coin to make that 2 damage. But that's not going to kill the monster. So yeah, I think we're going to have to, because we need to do... He's only got 3 damage on him, which means we need to do 5 more damage. Good lord. We're going to have to. So we're going to pay a gold coin when attacking to deal +1 damage. So he's going to use his strike. 1 melee damage plus the gold coin. That means we do 2 damage. We can explore, but we don't need to. Again, we can... Do we want to move this guy to the bottom of the deck? Well, if we do want to do that, we have to spend 2 to get a gold coin. Which will only leave him with 1, which is pretty worthless. Or... Otherwise, he's going to Tempest every time he takes damage. So, unless we can do like 6 points of damage, if we hit him for 1 point or 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, he's going to Tempest every time he takes damage. Although, there's probably worse monsters in there, to be honest. He's not going to do anything for a couple turns anyways. Although it's going to go up to 3. 1, 2, 3. It'll be... Oh, no. It'll come out next turn. Because we're at 1 point. And they're gaining 3. So that'll take us up to 4. So he will come out next turn. Ugh. All right, we got to start charging up our... We got to start charging up our decks to do some more damage. So he's going to spend all 4 of his on the wild charge, 2 melee damage, and you gain an extra wound, and you can spend 2 prowess for an extra damage. So he's going to do that. Ugh, I don't know. Can't buy a lot for 3. That kind of stinks. 4 would be better because we get that C. Oh, right. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to undo that. So instead of buying the wild charge, he's actually going to buy the seal. Because we got to try to seal that out of there. Oh, but he's... Wait a minute. He's going to need... He doesn't have any magic cards at all in his hand. So, right. So that's not going to do any good for him. So player 1, he's going to spend his 3 prowess on a holy aura because we need more magic so that we can seal that. Right? Let's see. Actually, no. You may put a card from the monster power area to the bottom of the monster deck. Right, so, yeah, actually he won't do that. Okay, so yeah, sure. 3 is just not enough. I need 4 is what I need. I'm going to buy a Might. Now, yeah, I'm going to buy a Might. Sure, let's do that. Buy a Might. explore. We're not going to spend on, so he's going to get 1. So we're at the cleanup phase and draw a card phase. Ugh. So we got to do a whole bunch of damage to that monster. Oh, he's going to get to act anyways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Player number 2. Player number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what he got. We got his wild charge, a couple strikes. Ooh, this could be... Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's actually 4 damage. He's going to take a lot of wounds, but it's 4 damage. All right. Now, refresh the town. We're going to get 1. Which is the stone mason. So help us build walls a little cheaper. We have the guard. Another guard. Corpse, and the blacksmith. The bard leaves, so she's out of here. We have our pilgrim and another vagrant. The hero may pay $1 to put the vagrant at the bottom of the traveler deck. Otherwise, he just keeps cycling through. All right, monsters act. So this monster will act. He will move. And each hero gains a wound. Alright, well, not the worst thing in the world. We don't get this guy out yet, so unfortunately can't prevent that wound from happening. Monsters gain power, so they're going to gain 3 power. We add the monsters, so this guy now arrives. Hey guys! We got a new thing. This is the... Bolt Sprites. Each hero gains a wound when Bolt Sprites enters play. Okay, so we gain another wound. And they're going to, on the first thing, come on, focus in. Come on, focus in. You're going to kill a hammer character. Then on each hero is going to gain a wound. And then they're going to Tempest when he comes into play. Alright, so this goes back down to 0 because this guy came in and he cost 4. Alright, so we still need to do 3 more points of damage to that so he doesn't get to number 3 now. Alright, well he's definitely going to die. So the question is, how many points of damage? He will explore first, so he's going to look at the top card. It's the Men-at-Arms. Okay. Oh, you know what I might have done wrong? The mayor. Oops, I forgot. I think we had a guard out when the mayor got killed. So instead of the mayor getting killed, I'm going to grab the mayor back. Where's the mayor? Here's the mayor. She's going to be shuffled into here. Instead, we're going to lose a guard. I forgot. And the guard was second from the bottom. Okay. Well, I fixed our little issue there. So the mayor doesn't actually die. The guard would have jumped in and protected him. Right. Good thing I remembered that. Alright. So that fixed that. Right. So now what was I doing? Nothing? Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. Now, this might... Alright, player 1 is going to go to town. He's going to play his 2 palace. He's going to add the smith here to do +1 damage when he attacks. Player 1 is going to put out his Holy Aura. And player 1 is going to do Wild Charge. 2 melee damage. 3 melee damage. Actually, hang on a second. Right, hang on a second. Player 1 is going to play his prowess to get... No, I guess he can't do that. Alright, yeah, we're going to have to do it this way. Damn it. I went... Damn. He will pay his 2 to get the smith. No. We gotta... Damn it. Alright. Player 1 is gonna play his 2 palace to get a gold coin. Player 2 will spend his 2 to get the smith and pay a buck to do an extra point of damage. And then he will do 2, 3, 4, +1 for the smith. He's going to do 5 points of damage. Which is going to go on that guy. And I will get 2 wounds. But he's going to, because of the wild charge, you gain an extra wound. But because the Holy Aura, he's only going to let us take 1 wound for that. Done. Unfortunately, we're going to explore. Right, we got the Master at Arms. He's going to do 1 point of damage, which is going to kill this guy, but when he... Oh, and he's also going to get a wound. When the first guy attacked and did the 5 damage, the Tempest, once per round, when Windcaster takes damage, he's going to Tempest. So, well, we're going to find out what's in these really bad decks over here. So, let's see what it is. Oh, he's going to kill a guard. Alright, so that's not the worst thing in the world. He bolt. Lightning bolted. Bzzz, just lightning bolt out of the sky, kills our guard. That's just not cool. Right? Just not cool. Alright, so then that gets shuffled back in here. He only does it once per round when he takes damage. So this guy is actually dead. We actually killed this guy. We did 5 and then we did 1. So he dies, which we'll get to in a second, but alright. The guard dies, so he goes at the bottom of the deck. And we get another corpse in his place. So now you can see we got a couple corpses here. A couple blank spots. Yeah. Alright. So we did the explore. We can just get rid of that. So we killed him. So now we get... He's got 2 little bolts in his corner there. There we go. 2 little bolts. So we get 2 heroism for that. And you can use it for a coin. You can use it for a... not prestige. Yeah. The resource to buy things. I forget what it's called. or you can use it for a magic, and you get to draw another card when you draw this. So each player is going to get one of these in their deck. And I think once you use it, then it goes away. I think. Shall we look? Once you use it, it goes back in the stack. Alright, heroism is divided as evenly possible among all heroes. When the first action that earns heroism is complete, the hero whose action completed it gets the first heroism, blah, 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 blah. It does not actually say it gets deleted. So I guess it's just like one good resource for you for the rest of the game. Obviously, I think. Alright, so we killed this dude. Yay for us. Unfortunately, that's going to mean this guy's going to go over here. We can't afford to keep our aura going, so that's going to be discarded. We're in the Heroes Act phase. We will clean up, which we just did. We will then draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all these cards. So we got some money and 4 money and explore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will get a wound, some prowess, a frenzy. That's perfect. That's perfect. You may discard a wound when attacking in melee. Oh, we don't have any attacks. Because that doesn't actually attack. That sucks. Damn, that would have worked out pretty good too. Unfortunately. All right. Refresh the town. So we got the corpses. Go away. We get the child, the mayor, the sage, the gravedigger. Well, he comes out now. And you can only do it when there's one in play, I guess. Oh, how did that get in there? That should not have been in there. Prowess. I'll just give it to him, I guess. And a guard. Okay. Then this pilgrim goes away because heaven forbid we get a pilgrim. We got the Master at Arms. Reaction. When a villager is about to be killed, discard the top 3 cards of the town deck. If at least one is a wall or a guard, prevent the kill. Okay, or we get the Explorer. Put the top card of the monster deck to the bottom. Alright, so that was that. So Monsters Act. So he's going to move over to slide 3. Oh, and we're not going to be able to kill him. God bless it. That was the chance I took. And so he's going to Tempest. The Tornado Walker. God. Alright, he's going to Tempest with Monsters gain 1 power per hero. So that's not horrible. Alright, so we're up to 2. They haven't gained their points. That's going to screw us bad. Damn. That bad card. That's like the worst card we could have gotten. Because now monsters gain power and are 3, 1, 2, 3. That puts us at 5, which means this guy will now come down. And we get another card. It's our Shadow Rift. When Shadow Rift is sealed, it is removed from the game. If all Shadow Rifts are sealed, the heroes win. But he's got a little symbol on there, which means our thing goes up to 4 now. This automatically comes over here. And we got no attacks, so we can't kill that guy. So he's going to end up popping over into the power area too. Isn't that nice? We got to start closing some of these locations. We got to get some seals. We got to get some seals. Or we got to get something. All right, player 1's going to explore. Oh, the robber. Let's get rid of the robber. Good thing. And yeah, So the Frenzy and Wound works great. Unfortunately, you have to have an attack with you, dude, which we don't have. So... Oh, we got the Sage again, so somebody gets a free spell. A wound is not an... Oh, a wound is an affliction. Okay, so player 1 will get the heal spell. And that will get rid of the Sage. For money, player 1 is going to get a tough decisions. 3 money, 3 gold coins. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we won't have enough to pay for it. Darn it. Yeah, we gotta... We're gonna 1, 2. He's gonna no. When you get 4 money, you have to. Does he buy another? He's the one that bought the seal, right? Where is our seal? He's going to actually buy 4. He's going to buy a seal. That's it. 3 for him. We got no other help at all. He's going to get a might. And be done. All right. So that was our turn. Clean up. We get to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, that's what we have. All right. And we get an extra card because of the might. So that's 1 extra card. Oh, and he gets another one. Not great. All that, he's got 1 stinking attack. That's not going to work, dude. Not at all. Player number 2. Guess we have to buy more attacks. This is our first game, so I'm sure we're going to make lots of... You know, we're not sure if we should buy a lot of spells, if we should buy a lot of... That Armor of Mist sounds great, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets a... Oh, he got his heroism. That's it. Okay. Refresh town. So these guys... Over there, we get the merchant. The farmer, that's what we needed. The backstabber. The guard. When the town is revealed, if there is a guard in play, put the backstabber on the bottom of the tavern. Yes! Oh, wait. On the bottom of the tavern deck. Traveler deck, right. Okay. Traveler deck. This is Traveler deck. So he's... The guard caught him, sent him out of town. So good for him. Good job, Mr. Guard. We need 1 more. Oh, it's a corpse. All right. And these 2 go away. And we get the hero. The heretic is coming into town. And the baker. Alright, Monsters Act. He is going to move over all that damage we did. Look at that, 5 damage. We had a chance to kill him, but I wanted to get that other monster out of there because we could kill him. I thought we would get this guy when he got over here, but we drew no attack cards. So he is going to add 2 to our power level over here. And add to the constant... Oh, when this guy came out, our power level went back to 0, right. Monsters gain power. We're at 2, 4, 6. Oh, we got to draw another card. Oh, it's another Shadow Rift. So we got both of the Shadow Rifts out. We just need to get them closed. That means it's going to go up another rank. And we have the Nimbus. I might be doing the way the monsters move wrong. Let's see. Add monsters. Top card of the monster deck is always face up. Each card of the monster deck has a cost to play. During step 6, you compare the points of the monster's power area to the cost. There are enough points to pay for its cost. Remove that many points and put that card into play. If it has a power... Oh, so yeah, it will actually come in at the same time, won't it? Yes. Seven. So both of these guys... so we 2, 4, 6... We went up 7... Oh, wait, no, wait. Then we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're only at 2. So no, this guy won't come in yet. But when this guy comes in, guess what? We each get a wound. Because that's what his special power is. Alright, I think I did that right. I think we're okay. Alright, so we added the monsters. Now we get to do our thing. He's got 7 health. We gain a coin. The merchant's going to give us a coin. Good for him. About time somebody does something for us. We do have the farmer, which will give us +1. We will explore. And we would get the witch again for that. So we're going to keep the witch. Explore, that's worthless now. Alright, so he's got 2 might. It's going to be 4 might, a strike, and a wound. So yeah, he's going to strike this... yeah, he can't do anything else. So he's going to strike, he can gain a wound for 1 damage. He's got 4, and he's got 3, plus he could use whatever. I can't believe that these would not go away. Oh, wait, it says draw another card when you draw this one, actually. So, oh, it's a wound, which does nothing. Great. So, I mean, if you keep getting gold every turn... I just can't believe that seems really powerful. When the first action that earns heroism is completed, the heroes whose action completed it gets the first heroism. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Right. So this guy actually didn't get one. So what happens is, with the first time you kill a monster, that player gets a heroism. And then you go around in a circle. So this player, that's what this stupid token is, to show you who gets the next one. Right. Okay, that makes a little more sense. So he's got 3 money. We could give him the farmer to give him 4, which I think we will. Because 4 is so much better than 3 because it gives you so many more options. I think we're going to do the... I know he's got at least 1... Let's go Thieving Strike for 4. Right, and then this character, he's going to get... He's going to get the Wild Charge. But these 2 go back in here because we didn't use them. So that was kind of... Alright, clean up and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Strike, prowess. We got a seal. We can probably get rid of some of that stuff up there. Finally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we can prevent a wound. Alright, so this goes away. We get the Vagrant. Hero can pay $1 to put the Vagrant at the bottom of the thing. Otherwise, he just keeps taking a spot. Child, the Gravedigger, the Stonemason, and a corpse. Hey! We can pay $1 to get rid of that corpse. Might be a thing to do. Alright, the Baker leaves. We get the Witch and the Innkeeper. Monsters act, so he slides over. I believe he slides over. He's going to kill. There's 2 of them. And when there's 2 of them, it's always the one that's closest to the discard pile. So he's going to kill the Stonemason. So the Stonemason is dead. Which is good because he almost killed our Gravedigger. We get another corpse. So that's what he does. Gain power. We're now at 2, 4, 6, 7 plus 2 is 9. Oh, God. So he's going to come in for 3. He's going to come in for 4. That's 7. We're down to 2. And then we have another Soul Reaver coming. We got our 2 Shadow Rifts. We just have to close them somehow. When a Shadow Rift is sealed, it is removed from the game. If all Shadow Rifts are sealed, the heroes win. Right. So if we can close those 2, we could possibly win somehow, some way, which would be amazing. We do have a seal. Ooh. We need a magic. God, he doesn't have a magic. He doesn't have a magic. Is there any way to buy a magic? We don't have the witch down here. No, she's up here. Do we have any way to get 4? We don't have 4 prowess either. Well, he will seal. Put a card from the monster power area to the bottom of their deck. Well, that's... Oh, that's right. We were supposed to do this. We forgot. When a monster drew from the Tempest deck, they should have drawn 2 cards instead of 1. Well, we forgot that. Oops, sorry there, Mr. Monster. So we're going to put that at the bottom of the deck. Get rid of that, which means that goes back down a point. I believe these little tokens count as monster power. I would not be surprised. What's going on, Viper? Put 1 token power point per hero on the monster power area. Count the faction icons and all cards in the monster power area, including SHADOWRIFT and monsters that are... Yeah, okay, so these two things are just causing us to get more power because we have the rifts open. If, you know... actually... Right. Okay. Well, so that's... If we had a buck, that would have been nice. A wound. He's going to play his Holy Aura. Prevent someone from getting a wound. That would be nice. He's going to strike for 3 damage. We're going to spend a buck first to use the Gravedigger and return one of these corpses. So the Gravedigger did his job at least once, so that's good. We're on this phase, by the way. So we're going to strike for 3 damage. So 3 damage is 3 damage. Let's count it. Actually, yes, that's fine. So that's 3 damage. He would get 2 wounds, but he's going to prevent 1, and he's going to get to draw a card. So he's going to take 1 wound, and he's going to have a whole whopping 1 prowess, which he can't do anything with. Oh, I got the big boy version today. He can attack for 1, and he's got 3 prowess. We can't kill that dude. Can't kill that dude. 1 point short, which means he's going to slide over again. And we're going to get a wound when we attack him. No, you know what? We're going to spend... shit. We can make it a range, but it costs us 2, which will leave us with... Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to pay 2 prowess to make this a ranged attack. So we're going to do 1 damage to it. And then, the 1 prowess, we're going to keep our Holy Aura out and be done. Clean up, we did. Draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4... This is for player 1. Dang. This is hard. Oof, brutal. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wound, great. And then player 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we got a heal and a frenzy, which again, without an attack, that doesn't do jack. And I got our frenzy and wound again. We did get our heal, though, so... Alright. Town refresh. So, these guys go away. We got the mayor, the smith, the sage, and the guard. We're going to be in trouble. These other 2 monsters. One more. Oh, we got the Gravedigger, but there's no corpse, so that's a bad time for that. The Innkeeper and the Witch go away, because, like, we got money for that shit. Alright, monster. He slides over, and each hero gains a wound. No, that's just... Oh, I didn't even sleeve enough wounds. Where are the wounds? Ugh. I gotta sleeve more wounds because we just keep taking more and more damage. These are all, yeah, these are all the... So where the hell did I do with the wounds? These are all the monsters. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, so I guess... So what was this guy? What are these? Yeah, so each player gained a wound. I think that was that. Guess you have to sleeve a lot of wounds. We gotta get some more of these friends attacks so we can get these. Oh, I need a couple more, right? I can't believe that frenzy is a... What is that frenzy? I thought that frenzy was an attack, but it's not an attack. It just allows you to discard, which makes that almost worthless. Alright. So that was his action, and then I guess these guys are going to slide over too. Why not? Each hero gains a wound. Why not? And this guy is going to kill the guy with the hammer. And, oh, that's going to be our Gravedigger. So the Gravedigger's gone. Great. Just great. Monsters gain power 2, 4, 6. We are at 2, so that's going to take it up to 8. This guy is a 6, so he will come on. Ranged attacks against Stormweaver gain wounds as if they were melee. Oh, we got a bazillion wounds coming our way. Well, fortunately, we get to act. He is going to strike, do 1 melee damage, which will kill this thing. Woohoo! And he will get a heroism, because he's the next player that's going to get one. Now it's back over to player 1. So he's dead. He's going to heal a wound from his pile there. Oh, this guy gets to draw a card because he prevented that. Oh, good timing on that. Oh, and draw this card when you draw this card. Draw another card when you draw this card. Okay, well, maybe, just maybe, we can get something going here with player 1. Get some damage or something. That would be, like, super good. Because that frenzy and that wound would be awesome. Alright, so player 1. Oh, we got the strike. Nice. Alright, so... he's going to strike. Once per round, you may discard a wound when attacking in melee, which he will do. If you do, gain no wound and gain +1 damage. So he's going to do 2 damage. They both have 4 health, huh? Oop. Sure. Let's do 2 with that one. Oh, you can pay $1 to keep this in line. So I'm going to pay a prowess to keep both of those active. And then I'm going to pay my heroism to get us a coin. And I got 3. Which I'm going to get a holy aura. and be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's got 2 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 2 wounds. Oh, now we got the damage coming. Now it's about time. Alright, this all goes away. We get the farmer. Heretic. The first hero to play a spell this round gains a wound. Ugh. A merchant. Corpse. And a van. Oh, we had 3 of the 5. That almost killed us right there. Oh boy. That goes away. We get the bard and the guard. So we're on the monstrous act phase. So he's going to tempest. And he's going to kill. Oh, he won't kill anybody here. So he will hunt. And he will keep hunting. And he will. Oh, there's the guard. He will kill the guard. And I believe we put the corpse in there then. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that's what I'm going to do for now anyways. Makes sense. Alright, and then the other guy's going to Tempest, which we don't want to see. Oh, when this game came out, we should have been down to 3 because he was a 6. We got to get rid of this other guy. We got to get our... We got to get our power area under control because it's just crazy. We got to get some seals, boys. I don't know what you're waiting on. Let's get some seals. All right. So where are we? What are we doing? We are doing the Tempest, right? Oh, good Lord! Blinding Flash. Heroes may discard cards. If the total number discarded is less than the number of players, kill a villager, and each hero gains a wound. Sure, I will discard that, and he will discard that. Sure, we can discard cards. We got plenty of wounds. We're good at the wounds. Don't forget I have my... Oh, yes, okay, good. I was going to say I still have my frenzy here. We're going to actually do some damage, I think, this time. Alright, so Tempest has been reshuffled. Monsters gain power. 2, 4, 6 plus 3. Oh, can. Jesus Christ. This guy will come out. Oh, this guy should have moved over, right? And each hero gets a wound. Yeah, we got to get this. We got to get this. We got to get this. We can't... oh, he's 8, so that's going to take us back down to 1. But going up 2, 4, 6 every time, as opposed to going up 2 every time, it's just brutal. We got these stupid shadow rifts. Alright, so he's going to have quite a few things going on here. Let's look at what player 1. So he's going to do a wild charge. Once per round, you may discard a wound when attacking in melee. If you do, gain no wound for the battle and deal +1 damage. So he's going to discard this wound. He's going to do 2 damage, +1 for the frenzy is 3 damage. He's going to spend his 1 prowess and do, if the attack kills, 3 damage. 3 damage is, hang on a second. 3 damage. Is that where we want to go first? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So he's going to discard that to, if this attack kills a monster, do not gain an extra wound. So he's only going to gain 1 wound, but because he's preventing it with this, he's going to get to draw a card, which happens to be a wound. So he's going to take no wounds for that, and he's going to kill the Zephyr, whatever the hell it is, because he only had 2 left. And put that up there. He's going to get a heroism for that. This is going to go to player 2, our heroism token. And, we can't do another action. We're going to pay the merchant to get a cold coin. Now, is there a way to... I think there's a way to... Oh, actually, hang on a second. This guy had 2 damage on him. We might want to attack this other guy. He's got 9 life. God, 9 life, but he'll add 3 of him. I think this game is over. I don't think there's any way we can win. Any way that we can win, because we do 3 damage, 2, 3 damage, three damage. So we do a total of 6 damage, which is right. You can do 3 and 2, or 3 and 3. We can't do 4 and 2 is what we need to do to kill both of these guys. Oh, God. Where's our seals so we can get rid of this? Whatever. All right, we're just going to kill this damn dude. He's dead. We already know that. We got our heroism. Then this guy's going to do... We don't have enough money to actually do more damage, so we can only do 2 plus 1 is 3 damage. We're going to take a wound for that 3 damage. And it's going to keep him alive because he's going to have 1 stinking life left. I've got nothing left to keep any cards out. 3, 4, 5. Ugh. All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got no attacks, and we have 1 little strike. Oh, God. All right. Discard this. 1 corpse. The child. That guy's going to give each hero a wound. That guy is going to... Each hero discards a card. Tempest if at least 1 wound is discarded. And then the other guy is going to... each hero is going to gain another wound. I mean, we are getting wounded to death. Mad Dog says, this is one I really like, but doesn't seem to play it that often. Yeah. Oh, the heretic. The farmer. And the corpse. Brutal. Refresh the town. Refresh these guys. These wounds are just in... Oh, and the robber is going to show back up in town now. monster act. So he's going to slide over there, and each hero gains a wound. Like, seriously, how many wounds do we have? Like, half our deck are wounds. This guy's going to slide over. Each hero discards a card, and he's going to Tempest if at least one wound is I guess they'll each discard their Explore. So at least we don't do that. Oh, we got to worry about this guy coming out. He will Tempest, though. Go. Jeez Louise. Monsters gain 1 per hero, so it's going to go up to 2. Monsters gain power, 2, 4, 6, so they're up to 8. He costs 6, so he's going to come down. We're back down to 2. I mean, that power area is just insane. I mean, there's no way for us to win. They're just going to swarm us now because there's nothing we can do about it at all, I don't think. So we're just probably in the dead mode really quickly here, especially when we can only do 1 point of damage this whole turn. That's all we can do. Well, let's see. What can we do? 1 point of damage. Whoa, yay. We will do 1 point of damage, though, because that will actually kill this guy. Right? We got him just barely before he went out. Woohoo! Which means player 2 gets a heroism. Alright. Problem is, I got a guy with 9 health, 10 health, 9 health, and 6 health coming up. So that is, 28 points of damage that I need to do. And we literally did 1. The reason these guys are coming out so fast is because this power area is just going crazy. The stupid Shadowrifts came out. And then what happened to all of our seals? We bought seals. We can't get that other guy out of there for some reason. Why? We've gone through our freaking deck. Oh, it's on the freaking bottom of the deck here. Didn't you buy a seal? I guess not. I thought you did. Did you have another seal? I have 7 wounds in my deck. So literally I can get a whole hand of nothing but wounds. So player 2 is going to spend 2 prowess to get this. Player 1 is going to play 3 gold coins to get the Armor of Mist. Whenever you gain a wound, you're going to draw a card. Can't do anything else. Player 1 will get the Farmer. So he will be able to do something to discard a wound. Yeah, I guess he's got to get another frenzy. Let's hope. All right. Draw a card. Oh, look at that. Nice. 2 more wounds. Ooh. Brutal, brutal, brutal. He got his heroism, and we get to draw another card. And he's got a heal spell, but no attack. Not a single attack. Player number 2. We can finally get rid of that jerk that's in there. There's no way we're going to be able to do 9 damage, 10 damage, and 9 damage before these guys move over there, because... Did I really? Just the ones that you see out here. There's a bunch in the box I didn't sleeve. But yeah, I really did. Oh, we get to draw one for the heroism. Oh, look at that. 3 wounds. Great. Alright, refresh the town. We got the smith and the mayor and the merchant and the vagrant and the corpse. Pilgrim went away. And who came in for the pilgrim? Oh, the backstabber. That's always nice. And the man-at-arms. Monsters Act. He would break a wall. We don't have any walls. Don't worry about that. He will... Oh, this guy, if he makes it to the 3rd zone, will annihilate us. So unless the child comes up next turn, we're going to be dead. So it's not going to matter. This guy will... He's in zone 2. Each hero gains a wound. Okay, so... you know what? I'm not going to give this one. Screw you. Each hero gains a wound there, too. So I don't even have enough sleeved. So I'm not going to get him out of the box. So screw you. Alright. And then monsters gain power, which is what? 2, 4, 6. Plus 2 is 8 again. He's going to come down. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This game's out of hand right now. I mean, I'm just going through the motions just to see how we die. We get to act. Alright, so first freaking thing I'm doing, sealing to get rid of this stupid guy that made it over there to begin with. And that's going to remove 2 power right off the bat. So we're down to 4. We could seal. Oh, we could actually seal. You know what? Hang on a second. There is a chance. If we could seal these 2 and not die in the meantime. Oh, this guy's going to annihilate the next time. And we can't do 10 damage to that guy. So do we want to seal one of them just so we can say we sealed one? Yeah, screw it. Let's seal one of them. There we go. Seal Rift in play. Remove it from the game. This earns 1 hero. Oh, we actually get a heroism for that as well. Yay! So we sealed a rift. 1 of 2. Wow. Okay. And then I got 3 wounds and a wild charge, so I could do some damage. He's going to play his Holy Aura to prevent a wound. Yeah, he's going to charge. Charge! 2 damage. On... Let's see. 9 damage, 10 damage, 9 damage, or 6 damage. Do we have any chance of killing any of them? No. So we'll kill this guy. The guy that's going to annihilate us. And we'll take 2 wounds, but he'll prevent 1 of them. So, again, I'm only going to get him out of the box. But he gets to draw a card because he prevented a wound. We can now heal. Oh, he doesn't have... right, great. He's got no attacks. He's got 2 wounds, a prowess, a heal spell. He's got no attacks. None. He can't even use his heal. We can play the Heroism to activate that, which would allow him to, one hero of your choice draws 2 cards, and you may play an extra heroic action. So we're going to draw 2 cards. Maybe we can do some damage then. So once this round, you may discard a wound when attacking in melee, which you will do. If you do, gain no wound and deal an extra damage. He's going to play 2 and +1. If the attack kills the monster, don't gain a wound. So that's 2 damage +1, 3 damage, plus this one is 4 damage. You know what? Screw it. The first guy hit this guy. I just wanted you to know that. And then the 4 damage here is going to take out the Windcaster. Yeah. Nice. And he's going to get a heroic action for killing that guy. What a job. But it's not going to matter, folks, because that's all I can do. Unless the child comes out. We need to see the child. Oh, child of mine. Sweet child of mine. Oh, Nelly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to see the child or it's all over. A frenzy, 3 prowess, and a wound, which is going to do nothing. We have 2 wounds, 2 prowess, and a holy aura, which will do absolutely nothing. Refresh the town. This is it. It's a child. It's a guard. It's a sage. Oh my gosh, it's going to be over if we don't draw the child. The child's the only way to prevent the annihilation. Come on. Come on. Alright, so we got the guard, the sage. Oh! Look at what we drew! It's the child! Now remember, we've already closed one. If we can close another one of these Shadow Rifts, that would be amazing. Hell of a comeback. That would be like the best comeback ever. Holy crap. I don't think it's going to matter, but so we refresh the Travelers. Explorer and the Baker. Alright, so this monster is going to add... Oh, he's only going to add 3. That's all? Just 3? Oh, come on. And this guy's going to slide over to 3 and annihilate. But because we have the child, he will prevent that from happening. This guy will go to number 2 and he will Tempest. Every hero pays 1 gold or gains a wound. Well, we only have 1 wound, so you'll get that. Because I'm not getting the rest out of the box. Just so you can give us more wounds. Because that just isn't fair. It's just not fair. Cheater? Cheater? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Did you ever hear of the Kobayashi Maru? Have you ever heard of that? Monsters act. Monsters gain power. They're going to get a whole bunch of power here. 2, 4, 6, 7. And that's 11. So this is 6. And this is 5. That would be 11. All right, there we go. All we have to do is close 1 Shadow Rift, and we pull this out. We can still pull this out, folks. We can do it. All right. Heroes act. I got 2 prowess. Oh, somebody gains a spell. Right. It's going to be this player because he's got the seal. Can we buy another seal, people? No, we cannot. So we can buy something else for 3. He gets 2. Okay, so we use this guy. You will buy a mite. And that'll be it. He will have 3. 3 is a bad number. I guess I'll buy a gold coin. Whatever. Come on, we need to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we got to get through our deck and get that damn rift again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Town cleanup. Putting the child in when I need it. You saw me shuffle, buddy. You saw it. I did not do anything. I didn't even think he was in the stack. I thought he left. We got this stone. Yeah, that's not going to matter. The only thing that matters is how many monsters are going to swarm us before we get that last rift. If we can get that last rift. Alright, so we refreshed all that. Monsters get to act. He's going to get to go into that area. And that is 3 more. So they're really going to swarm us here in a second. He will slide over and kill a book and kill a crown. So he'll kill the mayor. This time the mayor is going to die because there is no guards to prevent that. And the book. Let's see. Do we have a book? We don't have a book there. So then, oh no. The only book we have is the sage. So the sage is going to die. That was our guy that was giving us our free spell every turn. So that's another corpse. Oh boy. Alright. These guys will slide over. Player 1 kills. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's bad. We got 4 bad ones coming. That means... Oh, he's going to kill the guard. Oh, no! That's going to bring another corpse. So when we reshuffle... Oh, I think we're dead. I think we're dead anyways. He just killed the guard, and this one will... Oh my god, he's going to kill a guy too? He's going to kill the merchant. Whoa, look at that. We had 1 guy left. Woo! So as monsters act, monsters gain a bunch of power. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points of power. So we can add this guy. He's a 4. This guy's a 5. So that's 9 points. Right, so we're decked down to 1. We got 1 shot at this. If we can get the 1 rift. Where is the rift in his deck? Let's see, is the rift in his deck? We need a rift. Oh, the seal. There's the seal. Damn. Oh, we got to go through his deck. Which is going to be at least 2 more turns. I don't think you're going to make it that long. I was thinking maybe... Does he have one in here? No. Damn. We're going to make it through this turn plus 2 more turns. That's not going to happen. Alright, I'm just going to call it. That's going to be it. We're going to get swarmed. There's no way. No way we're going to win this one. No way, Jose. That is going to be it. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to call it yet because you know what? When we do this, right? We're going to draw the next turn. We get the backstabber. We get the robber. We get the corpse. We get the vagrant, which means if a red card is on the top, we're auto lose anyways because all the village has been destroyed. Oops. And you can see it's about we have 3 good guards. We got the smith, the child, and the farmer. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bad cards. So we have a 30% chance of winning or staying in this game. We have a 70% chance of losing this one. Oh, we stay alive! Oh my god, once again, alright. Well, I'm going to call it anyways. I'm going to call it anyways, because there just is no freaking way to come back from this. This is crazy. We got too far behind. There was just no way to come back. No way to come back. I will say that from what I understand, that's kind of the biggest problem with this. What most people have issues with on this is the fact that it is if you don't get off to a really good start, there's just like no way to it's like no way to come back. You know, it's just once it gets out of control, it just gets out of control, and then it just snowballs. As you can see from what we did, I don't think there was any way that you can come back from that. No way. Nope. But it was a good try. I mean, like I said, it's our first game. We didn't know. Maybe you got to start off buying more attack powers in the beginning, because we were not doing any damage. And we were getting lots of wounds, which means we were trying to prevent the wounds. And we did that in the beginning, which was good. But then after that... So we got one of the seals closed, which is cool. I'm kind of happy with that. 7. I think, maybe if we bought some of these walls, because some of the walls might do some good things. If a monster attempts to kill a non-kill effect, discard the top card of the town deck. If it's a wall or a guard, prevent the monster's action. If a villager dies, you may put a card from the monster power area in the bottom of the monster deck, and the monsters lose 1. If a monster attempts to kill, discard the top card of the town deck. If it's a wall or guard, prevent the kill. Once per round, when a monster moves forward, a hero may pay magic to prevent it from acting. I mean, they all are pretty good powers, but man, they're expensive. Holy cow. How are you going to be able to afford that? That's just crazy. How is that? Whew. 13. So we ended up killing 2, 4, 6, 7. That's just too many. I mean, you can't stay in the game that long. you gotta try to. I guess there's just a little issue with the mechanic that I just not. Because you put one of these in the top half of your deck, one in the bottom half of the deck. So they're going to be separated by a bunch of cards. This could be on the very bottom. This could be, so it's kind of random because you could get these guys pretty quickly or you could not. I'm just not a big fan of that mechanic, to be honest. Just not a big fan of that mechanic. But, anyways, it was good. It's just there's no way to cull your deck, you know, make it smaller. You start getting these wounds in there, and it's going to overwhelm you, because by the time you get a card in that can get rid of those wounds, it's going to be like 4 rounds later, and by that time you could have 4 more wounds in your deck. And if you're buying these to prevent wounds from happening, you're not buying any attack, and then what? The monsters just move up on the track. Oh, yeah, we'll try it again. We'll see. I mean, oof. Why do I have only 2 strikes? That's an interesting question. Why is somebody missing a strike? Maybe that would be kind of bad. Did I discard a strike for some reason somewhere along the lines? I don't think so. Should have started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. An explore and 2 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. An explore and... Why do I only have 1 strike? Makes me think that these are all seals. Anyways, I guess we're done. We're done. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next time. Have a good day. Until we meet again. Bummer. Yeah, there's no strike in there either. I don't know.